Pay. Om. 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 Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Agyam Praticha Hom Sva. We offer water for drinking. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Padyam Praticha Hom Sva. We offer water for washing. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Pushpe Praticha Hom Sva. We offer flowers. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Dupe Praticha Hom Sva. We offer incense. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Aloke Praticha Hom Sva. We offer light. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Navidye Praticha Hom Sva. We offer food. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Gande Praticha Hom Sva. We offer fragrance. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Shabda Praticha Hom Sva. We offer music. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada. Puja Praticha Hom Sva. We offer our devotion. Jema. 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 Fix her Kadvanga, her skull staff here. There we go. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. Thank you so very much for joining me for our Friday Puja and Satsang. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided Tibetan Chod practice. Guided meditation. Actually, this is going to be one of my own composition that I'll be sharing with you. It will not be sung, but it's going to be recited, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be also sharing some traditional instrumentation with it as well. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So first, this coming Tuesday, 7 p.m., is our part 18 of our Kali for Everyone series. And we're going to be honoring with a puja and a satsang the Trika goddess Pada. And then a week from today, 7 p.m., next Friday, that will be part 43 of our 64 Yogini series. And we're going to be honoring with a puja and a satsang the goddess Kamayani, 43rd of the 64 yoginis. So I'm hoping that you'll be joining me on both of those nights. And again, welcome and namaste. So, usually the first Friday of the month, I've been sharing a different Chod practice with everyone, and I'm doing this as a service for the community and for the world at large. This is presented as a guided meditation for both personal and collective healing. I'd like to go ahead and read our usual legal disclaimer. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, prevent, or cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and methods in this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have a serious issue. And if a Cho session doesn't feel right to you, please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery that some may find disturbing. Discretion is advised. And by watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred from the practices and meditations contained in this video. And again, welcome and namaste. So, for anyone who is needing, would like more information about Chod practice, the symbolic meditation where we offer our bodies to our personal and collective demons, and this is done for the benefit of all sentient beings as well as ourselves. Anyone who'd like more information on that, I invite you to please look back at previous broadcasts on this channel. So this can be done lying down in Shavasana, or this can be enjoyed also as a seated meditation, whichever is most comfortable for you. And so let's go ahead and begin. I invite you to right now just find a comfortable seated position where you can look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze, especially our image of the Dakini goddess, the black Dakini Tromanagmo, who is going to be a focus for our meditation this evening, also known as Chod Kali, or the wrathful Kali. But let's begin by breathing deeply and slowly in the traditional yogic fashion. Letting go of the cares and the concerns of the day. Those worries of things that have happened and those anxieties surrounding things that could happen. Focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. And there, taking a moment to silently connect with that divine presence within yourself, knowing she is there to guide you, to teach you, and to heal you always. And take a moment to acknowledge that we're doing this practice not just to benefit ourselves, but to benefit all living beings. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Let's begin our practice by chanting 3 mantra syllables associated with Ma Tromanagmo. the syllable Om, the syllable Ah, and the syllable Hum. So with your hands at your heart center, I invite you to focus your attention to the top of your head when we recite the first syllable Om. Nice deep inhale. And feel that syllable Om. And then focusing your attention on your throat center for the second syllable Ah. Inhale deeply. And again, feel the vibration Ah emanating from your throat. And then thirdly, I invite you to bring your attention now to your heart center, where we'll intone the syllable Hum. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. And now let us prepare for our meditation. Chod means to cut or to sever. And we're cutting away those attachments, those things that hold us back from expressing our full divine potential. So I invite you to lay down in Shavasana, have your mat and props ready. And you can also perform this meditation as a seated meditation as well. So you can find a comfortable seated position where your back can be straight. If you're seated, maybe having a cushion under your hips, tilt the pelvis a little bit. Or you can also be sitting in a straight back chair with either way, your hands resting on your lap. If you're lying down, have your arms a comfortable distance from your body, palms upwards. Feet a comfortable distance apart. The toes can drop to either side. If you're laying down, you may want to have something under your knees to relieve pressure on the lower back. You may want to have something under your head, some kind of pillow to open the airway. Because this is going to be rather a deep meditation, you may also want to have a blanket or some kind of cover over you. And if you have an eye pillow, that would be a wonderful thing to use as well. But find that comfortable position, seated or lying down, and prepare for tonight's Chod visualization. Assemble your props. Make yourself comfortable. And just spend some time making sure that you're comfortable. Making adjustments to your position, whether lying down or seated. Your clothing. And any other props that you're choosing to use. But make those adjustments and micro adjustments that you might need. And then take some time to fine-tune your level of comfort even more. So during this practice, you can certainly move if you need to. But if you do need to move, try to move in just a very slow and gentle way. And more importantly, try your best right now to make yourself so comfortable that you won't need to move at all during the duration of the practice for these next few minutes. And finally, close your eyes and once again resume breathing slowly and deeply, opening your receptivity. I'll be guiding you through the practice, but remember that there's no right or wrong way to experience this meditation. And what you will end up experiencing will be uniquely your own, what you need at the given moment. So during the course of the meditation, the invitation will be to visualize or feel the experience of the Chod practice, the offering of our bodies for the liberation of all sentient beings. So now I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. And if you'd like, inhale through the nose and allow your belly to expand along with your chest. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth with a sigh, relaxing the whole body. And let's do this again 2 more times. Nice deep inhale. Release and relax. And now let's breathe in 1 more time and relax. And just make any final adjustments you need to settle into the practice. So now that you're comfortable, I'm going to invite you to join me in repeating 2 statements silently to yourself. The first is called the refuge, and the second statement is called the bodhicitta. Here, we're calling upon and taking refuge in the divine forces, and we're also declaring the intention for this practice. So again, so you can silently repeat each phrase after me. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the spiritual fellowship. Let's repeat that one more again. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the spiritual fellowship. One more time. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the spiritual fellowship. Now for the second statement, the bodhicitta. I do this practice for the benefit of all sentient beings. Repeat it again. I do this practice for the benefit of all sentient beings. And then one more time. I do this practice for the benefit of all sentient beings. Pay. Now I invite you to think of the issues that are troubling you right now. This could be issues like shame or anger or fear. Or you could be thinking about some physical condition that you're working with right now, whatever it is. Take a moment to think about it and allow yourself to select a single issue to focus on during tonight's practice. Often this will be the first issue that you became aware of. And continue to breathe deeply. And now tune in with your body. And let your awareness travel to a place in your physical body where that issue resides. Maybe it's a place where you notice some tension or some tightness, or an area in your body that feels cold or an empty sensation, or maybe it's just somewhere you just feel drawn to. Either way, just focus your breath and your attention for a while in that physical region. And then I invite you to visualize what that issue looks like. Don't control it. Just let the image materialize and observe it in a detached manner. Notice its shape. Notice its color, how light or heavy it is. Notice its temperature and any other details. And then imagine that you're now taking that object and placing that object outward so it sits in front of you at a safe distance so you can continue to observe it, knowing that you're feeling safe and observing it in a non-attached manner. And finally, I invite you to begin to imagine your issue as if what it would be like if it were a living being. Let that object turn into some living creature. This is your inner demon that you will feed and transform later during our meditation. So take a moment to notice the size of your demon, its color, its overall form. What kind of skin does it have? Is the skin bare, or is it scaly? Or does it have fur or feathers? What gender is your demon? And begin to notice its personality and its mood. What emotions is it showing? Notice its eyes, the color of its eyes, and any sounds that it's making. And as this image materializes in front of you and as you observe it, I invite you to say to the demon, please don't be afraid. Come to me. I have what you most desire. And then I invite you to ask it some questions. So the first question, please tell me your name. What is your name? And listen for its answer. And take a moment to notice how you feel in hearing the name of that demon. And then I invite you to ask the second question. Please tell me what you want from me. And again, listen for its answer. How does it respond? And then ask the third question. What is it that you need from me? And again, listen to what it tells you. And finally ask, and how will you feel when you receive it? And again, listen for its response. And then I invite you to take a deep and clearing breath. And just let go of this visualization for the time being. So know that it's natural to sometimes flow in and out of consciousness and out of hearing during this practice. And once again, understand that whatever your experience is tonight, it's the experience that is meant for you at this moment. There's no way you can do this wrong. And just know that you're going to be in a safe environment and a protected space. Just try to stay aware by listening to the sound of my voice. And if your mind starts wandering, which is natural, just come back to the sound of my voice. So now I invite you to bring your attention back to your heart center, breathing deeply and emptying your mind of any thoughts or impressions. Just continue to breathe deeply and open your sense of receptivity. And let the sound of my voice and the energies of the mantras and the playing of the traditional instruments guide your consciousness to the experience that you need most at this moment. Om Ahum. Om Nahom. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. So now I invite you to begin to create an image in your mind of being in a place where you feel safe, a place where you feel calm and peaceful. It can be an actual place that you know, or somewhere you create within your mind. Either way, just imagine yourself being there and noticing the details of what surrounds you. And enjoy the way you feel in this safe space. Feeling calm, feeling safe, and feeling secure here. And now, while staying in this place of safety and peace, I invite you to once again invite your personal demon to join you there. So please call out to it. Call it by name. Please come to me. Please join me here. I have what you most desire. And let the demon manifest again before you. Once again, observe your demon standing in front of you at a safe distance. And once again, observe it in a non-attached manner. Noticing any other details about your demon which you haven't noticed before. And then I invite you to imagine that you're looking down at your feet. And there you notice two energy centers in your feet. A red ball of light in your right foot. And a blue ball of light in your left. And as you continue breathing deeply, imagine those spheres of light traveling upwards through your legs until they meet in your lower abdomen, forming a larger ball of white, silvery light. You continue to breathe, and the silvery light begins to travel to your upper abdomen, and there forming a fiery red inverted triangle. Then it travels upwards to your heart center, and there it forms a golden six-pointed star. Then the energy travels upwards to your throat, there forming a glowing sphere of multicolored lights. Then it travels upwards to your third eye. There it forms a dark blue inverted triangle. And finally, this energy is going to spring from the crown of your head outwards. Pay! And it manifests as the black Dakini Tromanagmo. She is black in color. She is naked, wearing a crown of 5 skulls and jewelry of bone. She stands in a dancing posture upon what you recognize as your own lifeless body. And just know at this point, you're simply there as an observer. Troma holds a curved knife in her right hand, and in her left hand a skull cup filled with blood. In the crook of her left arm, she supports a staff bearing a human skull. And you watch as Tromanagmo uses her curved knife to slice your lifeless corpse into several pieces. And she then gestures to your demon to come and feast upon your body, your skin, your flesh, your organs, your blood, and your bones. So continue to breathe deeply and watch as your demon completely devours the offering, which is your body. Om Ahom. 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 Pay. Once your body has been completely consumed, I invite you to observe how your demon begins to change form, turning into another being or some kind of object. Just watch this transformation while acknowledging that your adversary is transforming into an ally. From an affliction into a healing presence. From a demon to a bodhisattva. Just pay attention to whatever manifests. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. Pay, pay, pay. And then once you see this new form, I invite you to merge with it. Embrace it and make it part of yourself. And it will be at this point that you will start to feel an emotional shift taking place within you. Pay attention to this renewed energy and what it manifests within you. Just be aware of what you see. Any words or messages, and especially any shifts in your thoughts, your emotions, and physical sensations. Where does this felt sense change? And just take a moment to allow yourself to be with these changes as they manifest. Benza Kroda Jnana Kali Bamharini Sahumpeya. 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 I now invite you to take a deep and clearing breath and gradually come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out through your nostrils. Just taking a while to be aware of your breath. And let that awareness of your breath transition to an awareness of your physical body. Your body is relaxed, lying or seated in your personal space. So become aware of the parts of your body that are coming in contact with the floor. Your feet, your heels, perhaps your legs or hips, your back, arms, hands, head. And then begin to shift your attention to the sounds within your room. The sound of your breath, the sounds around your mat or your chair, the sound of my voice. And then move your attention to the sounds outside of the room, the sounds that you might be able to hear without strain. And then move your awareness back to the inside of the room and visualize the room and imagine yourself lying there or seated there, and the other objects that surround you in your personal room, in your personal space. And while keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to begin slowly moving your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet and your arms and your legs, maybe giving a little stretch. And then if you're lying down, I invite you to bend your knees and roll over onto one side and just rest on one side for a little while, continuing to bring yourself back. And then when you're ready, if you're lying down, I invite you to engage your hands and your arms to carefully and slowly bring yourself back into a seated position. And keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And take a moment to again focus on that divine presence within yourself. And thank the divine for bringing you this way. And knowing that that presence is there always for you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight, knowing you can replay the recording of this broadcast anytime you would like to do this Chod practice again. And also, I invite you to make the affirmation that you'll be observant these next few days and just notice any subtle changes that may occur as a result of having done this practice. Maybe some interesting dreams, maybe some flashes of insight, maybe the right book falling into your hand or the right person coming along who can teach you something, or maybe just handling a situation differently from how you might have otherwise before. Just watch for and appreciate those subtle changes. And then slowly opening your eyes, keeping a relaxed gaze. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Namaste. So I hope you enjoyed this. As I mentioned earlier, this is a meditation of my own composition, and I would love to hear your feedback on that. Please feel free to message me at my channel, or you can always email me at omcdevi@gmail.com. That's AUMC Devi, @gmail.com. I have a feeling this meditation is going to be in a future book after I complete the current one I'm writing on the 10 Maha Vidyas. And I'd like to say thank you to Kim for joining me. And let me read this other name. Om Vajrapani Hum. Thank you for joining me. And anyone else, thank you who is joining live. And I'd also like to thank anybody who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday for our next installment of Kali for Everyone. This will be the second goddess of the Trika triad, the goddess Parapara. As always, I advise you to take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. And Kim, I'm so very glad that you enjoyed this. And thank you so much again for being here. So thank you. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Jai Ma.